The Merritt Parkway is known for its unique bridges and beautiful landscape. But changes could come to the wooded parkway as the Connecticut Department of Transportation wraps up a study they've been doing to determine the possibilities of building a multi-use/recreational trail along the Merritt Parkway. The National Byway Program is an arm to the Federal Highway Administration. It designates roads that are seen as National Scenic Byways. The Merritt Parkway is one of those roads. I sat down with William Burtonell, who works for the Connecticut Department of Transportation in the Bureau of Engineering and State Highway Design Units. Mr. Burtonell sees many benefits to this multi-use trail along the Merritt Parkway. However, the Connecticut DOT's overall opinion of the trail remains neutral.
This is a different way to appreciate the Merritt Parkway. One of the things that people asked us was why the Merritt Parkway, why not Route 1 or I-95? Well, it's because this is the Merritt Parkway. Again, as I said, it's a scenic road. It's got very historic features. The bridges are certainly very popular, and yet when you're driving it at highway speeds, you really don't appreciate it. So if you're walking it or riding a bike, you get a very different appreciation for the Merritt Parkway. In 2010, we decided we would go ahead and do what we call a feasibility study. And really the point of that is just to try to determine what it would cost, what the impacts would be, and how much support there is for, or would be for such a trail.
The alleged trail would stretch from Greenwich, Connecticut and run all the way up through the Stratford and Milford areas. The total length of the trail reaches over 37.5 miles.
As the study continues on the multi-use trail here at the DOT, I know the one question on everybody's mind when it comes to talking about a recreational trail. What about safety? The Merritt Parkway is big and at times can be very busy. What are the safety precautions that will be included in this trail, and what do you as a Connecticut resident want or expect if this trail is built?
So in terms of the safety of the users, it's anywhere from about 80 to 100 feet away from the road as a general rule. Now, some areas it's going to get closer, some areas it's going to be farther, but that distance is well beyond what we would normally consider to be what we call a clear zone.
Jill Smith, the executive director of the Merritt Parkway Conservancy, feels that keeping the character of the Merritt Parkway is important and that the creation of a recreational trail could destroy the parkway's image.
What you and I would think of as a beautiful trail, neatly tucked in the woods, this is a highly engineered trail with a 10-foot asphalt pavement, 2 2-foot shoulders, plus chain link fencing or some kind of wire fencing on both sides of the trail. So certainly we wouldn't want to see 37.5 miles of fencing along the trail. If people want to be on a trail with 70,000 cars a day using the Merritt Parkway, and also the noise impact on being in that right-of-way, I mean, it's not a nice, quiet ride. We hear about the trail being used for recreation. However, there hasn't been much said about the functional value of having a wooded greenway and the impact of the loss of trees, because certainly 15 feet swath of trees will have to be removed, which will diminish the air quality as well as threatening the biodiversity of the wildlife found in that corridor.
We've done a conceptual alignment, but that's not a real design. You'd have to get survey and really lay the thing out much better. So it would be years and years. If at the very least, I would say 5 years, probably more like 10 years before you really see a shovel in the ground.
The Merritt Parkway is familiar to most folks that live within the state. As the Connecticut Department of Transportation wraps up a feasibility study they've been doing since this summer, the potential for a multi-use/recreational trail could be in Connecticut's future. For Access Shoe, Katie Anderson, Fairfield County.